思うところはあります。しかし我が主は戦いに負けた我々を許したのみならず、名前まで授けてくだされました。感謝こそすれども恨むようなことはありません。我らの忠義は我が主ただお一人のものでございます。
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Mr. Fox, back in the house, and this is my review for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 4. Like I said, these videos are late. If you haven't seen it, go watch all the episodes, then come back and do it. So, jumping straight into this episode that I watched. We follow Rimuru and his group to the Elven City. I mean, not the Elven City, the Dwarven City, but elves are in here. Along on that journey, it was stated that normally, like by foot, it would take like a month to get to this, from the Goblin Village to the Dwarven City. But considering now they have the Tempest Wolves, it only takes like 3 days, which I think is amazing. And that just lets you know that these wolves are hauling tail, like hauling and all that. So they get to the entrance. Rimuru takes Gobet with him because Gobet says he's been here before, but the last time he went there he got beat up or something and all that, and while they're waiting in line, 2 humans come and start threatening them, like, because the way the Dwarven City works is, as long as you're inside the city, whoever you are, monster, human, whatever, you're safe, but outside the city, you're pretty much like free game. And these 2 idiot humans come talking trash, like, oh, we're gonna kill him, sell him, and all that. And Rimuru transforms into Ranga's father and pretty much uses like a skill called Intimidate. But since Ranga and them evolved, the appearance of the leader wolf that he took over has evolved too. He has 2 horns. When Rimuru transforms, he has 2 horns on his head and all that, and all his skills are like that the direwolf had are upgraded like exponentially, just because Rimuru himself is just that strong, and he knocks like everyone that's in line or waiting. He knocks all of them out, and this gets him arrested, thrown in jail. And while they're in jail, trying to talk their way out of it, some of the dwarves. There's an alarm being raised. Some of the dwarves that are in this mining facility are being under attack by some type of dinosaur. I don't know. I can't remember the name of what they said. And they're like, we need to get the potions and all that. And they're like, we don't have enough and all that. So Rimuru, he's like, oh, I have some. And he's like, give me that barrel. And there's like some empty barrels. And he's like, he fills one of them up with potion. And he tells them, take that to your friends. It'll help. And some of the other dwarves are hesitant. The jailer dwarf that's watching them, he's like, I ain't got time for this. He's like, because some of the dwarves that are down there that are being attacked are like his brothers, I think. And he's like, I ain't got the time to really try to figure out if this dude is genuine or not. I'm gonna believe him. But he's like, I'm gonna go do that, and you stay in your cell. I thought Rimuru was gonna take the time to go. I thought he was gonna say, no, I'm coming down there with you to help. He's like, no, okay, I'll stay there. And he does. He stays in the jail cell, and they go with the barrel. They go down there, and everything ends up working out. The dwarven leader's like, thank you. He lets him out, and then he's like, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. That's when Rimuru tells him, like, well, in fact, I'm looking for an expert blacksmith to help teach my people how to make clothes and how to build houses and all that. And he's like, oh, I got the guy. And he takes him to a blacksmith who happens to be his brother, and then his other brothers come in. And they're like, thank you for helping us out. One of them was like, my arm was like severely mangled. Even if I would have survived, he said, my arm would have been shot and I would have lost my job because I wouldn't be able to work anymore. He's like, thank you, that their potion really helped. And and the blacksmith, first off, this dude's buff, like super buff and all that. But he tells him, he bows, he's like, no, thank you for saving my brothers and all that. He's like, if anything I can do, let me know. And he tells him, like, can you come to my village and show us and teach them how to do this stuff? And he's like, he's like, right now at the moment I can't. He said, I have an order for 20 magical swords that need to be done by, I think either but done by tomorrow, or he said like 5 days. No, I think it had to be done by tomorrow, but he said even if like I had all the materials that I need, which he didn't, he said it would still take me about roughly about pretty much like a week to get it done. So Rimuru was like, can I see? And he's like, I already have like one, I think I already had like 2 or 3 made. And he's like, let me see that sword. And Rimuru, it's like, he's calling it, I think it's called the Oracle or something. I can't think. I'll put the name up, but he's like, can I analyze this? And it's like, yeah, you can. So he takes the sword, he analyzes it, he finds out the materials, and it comes to find out that the sword's made out of that magic ore, that he absorbed while he was in the cave with Veldora. He's like, I got this. So he pretty much copies the sword, like verbatim down to a T, and he spits out like 20 of them. That ability Predator that he has is like super, that's not OP to the point where it's like, but I mean, that's an OP ability. For you to take a magical item like that, it takes a while to make, and you can just copy 20 of them like that without any real effort. As long as you got the materials, as long as he has the materials, he can make it. So I'm wondering, what else can he copy on the fly? So can he take like a super high tier level weapon, like well, you know, in some RPGs you got like god tier items. Could he take like a god tier item as long as he had them materials? Could he just pop them out like nobody's business? Like, it may just make 20 of them if he had it up. Cause if he can, oh my goodness. So if I was in that world, I want Predator. I want that skill. That skill is amazing. So after that, the blacksmith was like, oh my goodness, thank you. Like, you know, he's like, I will definitely help you now. He said, but before we do that, to celebrate, we are going to go to, I guess pretty much like a brothel. A brothel, you know how it is. We're gonna go there, drink, and have a whole bunch of ladies out there. So I skipped like a whole bunch of stuff that happened in this episode. But prior to all this, when they're on the way to the Dwarven City, someone mentioned, I forget who, someone mentions that there are elves. And this makes Rimuru like go like crazy. He's like, elves? Elves, to the point where people are talking to him, and he's just thinking of elves in his mind. Like, nothing else pops up. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see some elves. It's like elves. And the crazy thing is, when he gets inside there, all the girls are like all over him. They're to the point where they're yanking him like, no, I want to turn with him. He's so squishy and warm, and he has elven titties all in his face. And I'm like, you lucky son of a gun, you. So yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much where the episode ends. But the thing, I say this for last because, like in the last review, Ranga is definitely like one of my favorite characters throughout the series that I've seen so far. You know, the whole time, this is going back again, so the whole time that they're traveling to the Dwarven City, Rimuru's thinking to himself, he's like, I wonder how Ranga feels, because technically I did kill his father. Is he harboring revenge? You know, is he trying, or does he truly like me? And he takes Ranga off to the side, and he talks to him. He's like, hey man, you know, I killed your father. He's like, do you think about that? And do you harbor any, you know, ill will towards me? And Ranga pretty much states, he's like, yeah, you know, I do think about it. He said, but also, after you killed my father, you spared our lives in battle, and then you took us in, and you also gave us names. And he's like, for that, he's like, I have unyielding loyalty to you. And I thought that was like super dope. It's, a lot of people probably may not care about it. I thought it was like really, really cool. And I was like, Ranga is my dude. And I hope when the story like really gets the ball rolling, that we don't see less of Ranga. I really want to see, I really want him to be there. And not just like as a side character. I would like him to do stuff too, because I think like Ranga's character is like super dope. That was like really mature of him, because, you know, But also, that's like animal instinct too. But still, though, I mean, he has intelligence. He can speak. And, you know, and like for him, just be like, yeah, man, I do think about it. But I mean, you also gave me a home. You spared my pack's lives, and you gave us names. You know, we leveled up, we powered up, and you watch over us. And he's like, for that, it's like, for that you have my undying loyalty. Same for the pack too. We'll do anything for you. And I thought that was like really dope and all that. But I just really wanted to touch on that. And like these are going to be short. Like I'm going to try and keep them all like around like 10 minutes, 12 minutes to be perfectly honest. So it's not that long, but I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to leave a like and a comment. Hit the bell for notifications. Follow me on my other social media outlets, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and all that. Be sure to share and all that. So with all that being said, it's your boy, the Mr. Fox.